Get down to business.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
How's
Yours.
this? Disappear! Wind blade! Freeze! Wind blade!
Boba, get them!
It's over! I'm ready! Take this!
Don't push your luck.
Let's dance! Hey? Come on, we can do it!
Fall before me! Fall before
Freeze! Don't push your luck.
This is over!
Don't push your luck.
You win this battle.
Wind blade!
Eat this!
Freeze! Dodge this! Oh, so sorry.
Talk to the Electro Archon whenever you are troubled.
Wish my sister could play hide and seek with me.
Talk to the Electro Archon whenever you are troubled.
Wish my sister could play hide and seek with me.
Talk to the Electro Archon whenever you are troubled.
Привет, Бекет. Или... Бигзат. Бигзат, привет. Ой. Как меня слышно? Я сломал руку. И играю одной рукой. Очень интересный геймплей получается. Так. Ай, блин. Ай, о, открылся парашют. Так. Как переключиться на карту? Опа, есть. Работала. Так. Скажи, пожалуйста, если знаешь. На пинг надо отвечать понг. Ну да ладно. Подскажи, пожалуйста, если знаешь. Вот в этом вот... Блин, как тут... Так, вот задание. Сейчас покажу. Задание. Вот в Я и Мико, вот здесь вот. Здесь много битв. Просто я думаю, проходить или не проходить. Потому что одной рукой, ну это, блин, это больно. Вот. Я обычно стримлю сюжетные вот всякие задания только. А там...
Error.
Я картинку не вижу, к сожалению. Так. Давай, Катерина, мы с тобой сейчас поговорим.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for
Скипаешь.
completing.
Скипаешь, значит. Понятно. Ну, сейчас попробую.
Rebooting.
Блин. Так. Давай, где ты? Вот ты, Катерина.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Так, давай соберемся. Так. Если что, я играю только дефолтными персонажами. Ну, то есть, которые я получил. Это самое. Эти. Как называется? Ну, которые бесплатно выдаются, вот только их. Нет, текста там много, это понятно. Это нудно и бессмысленно. Вот. Но вот в плане, если мне, например, сейчас начать играть ее, то если там очень много драться, это мне будет очень сложно. Ну давай попробуем. Что делать-то? Так. Что делать-то? А что за почта пришла? Подожди. Давай посмотрим на почту. Опять какой-то мусор подкинули. Ну ладно. Так, где у нас, значит, получается? Задание. Возьмем мы ее тогда. Так, Великое подношение. Не ролл типа. Что такое не ролл? Подожди, я не очень понимаю всех ваших этих самых... всех ваших... терминов. Стрим, что ли, переименую? Пускай будет 9-й стрим. Так. Как у нас называется? Великое подношение Наруками называется, да? Как у вас погода там, где вы живете? У нас тут подтаяло и замерзло. Вот. Так. Я и Мико. Вроде так это пишется. Задание легенд, да? Легенд. И Мико. Так. Опа. Блин, как плохо с одноруким побыть. Так. Вот, даже в плейлисты даю засуну. Все. Качество хромает. А, подожди, а чё хромает? Что конкретно с качеством не то? Вроде у меня зелененький стрим. Вроде бы зелененький. Слушай, не знаю. Ну, посмотрим. А по звуку как? Просто... Я не знаю, слышно меня вообще? Нормально? Так, поехали. Сейчас будет больно, я чувствую. Таких просто четче. Черт и знает, слушай. Куда я лечу? Вот куда я лечу? Подожди, тут, наверное... 100 метров всего надо пройти. Тогда идем пешочком. Сейчас я так и натыкаюсь одной рукой это играть. Блин, жесть. Так, куда мы там? Ага, все, идем. Мы давно не были в издательском доме. Пойман, интересно, вышли ли у них какие-то новинки? Книга, которую мы читали с Эей в тот раз, была очень интересной. Ну, вопрос проще простого. Есть только одна вещь, которую стоит желать, и это тонна моры. Но экзамен на следующей неделе, и если я снова провалюсь, мне конец. Лучше попросить успешной сдачи экзамена. Да ну, это лишь экзамен. Поверь мне, нет такой проблемы, которую нельзя решить морой. А если проблему нельзя решить морой, надо просто добавить еще. Почему не спорят? Что-то уж очень ожесточенное. Что? Вы, ребята, не знаете? Нужно встать на землю в полночь босиком, склонить голову и принести особое заклинание. Тогда ваше желание исполнится. Что? Похоже, вы действительно не в курсе. Это лучший ритуал, позволяющий загадать желание так, чтобы оно гарантированно исполнилось. Ритуал? Загадывание желаний действительно работает. Верится с трудом. Разве такое может быть? Даже Пайман знает, что мир устроен иначе. Я тоже сначала не поверил, но потом у моего знакомого получилось. Это парень по имени Мико. Он всегда лоботрясничал, проводил дни впустую и задолжал кучу денег. Но потом, несколько дней, всего его не видел, обнаружил, что он одет с иголочки и пирует в роскошном ресторане. Я все узнал непосредственно от него. Он провел этот ритуал, загадывание желаний, и на следующий день проснулся в кровати, заваленной морой. Целая кровать моры! Ого! Пайман, успокойся. Конечно, я уверен, что кровать, заваленная морой, это преувеличение. Но верите вы в это или нет, почему бы не попробовать, верно? Это не такой уж сложный ритуал. Если вы все еще настроены скептически, поспрашивайте людей. В наши дни немало вполне убедительных историй об этом. Правда? Итер, может, поспрашиваем? К чему спешить? Если это действительно правда, то только подумай о том, сколько моры Пайман могла бы... Да ты наконец-то воссоединишься с сестрой. Какая она меркантильная тварь, а? Так. У меня есть такое подозрение, что Пайман и является той злющей этой самой волшебницей, которая у нас сестру похитила. По-моему, они очень похожи. Так, куда надо идти? Подожди. На какую кнопку нажать? Вот, все, я угадал. Ну, похоже, у меня единственный зритель ушел. Ну ладно.
Inspection, it seems like there really are a lot of...
Grasp the thought in mind. Clear...
No.
Hey! What are you guys up to?
You scared me.
Incantation?
Junkichi is trying it out to be specific. He's hit a... I mean, I obviously don't. But Junkichi never listened.
Mr. Shigeru, can you please be a little more accommodating? This is extremely important to me. People have had all kinds of wishes come true. Become more attractive, get rich quick, ace their studies. I'm just a poor... Anyway,
Didn't you say the same thing when you went to...
The Omamori from the shrine take too long to have any effect on your luck.
Look, look at you now. Trying dubious...
Wait.
Yep, it's from the one called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. No, it's most likely a self-pub. As a fellow writer, I'll refrain from passing...
Look, Junkichi. Yes, everyone's saying it's real.
What's so surprising about that?
Why don't we go to the Grand Narukami Shrine and ask? She's the expert when it comes to both light novels and the supernatural. Miko! Great, you're here!
Well, hello there, young ones. What brings you to the shrine? It just so happens that I have... Oh? Well, what did you want to ask?
Well, we were just...
No, not a...
Lady Guji, what do you mean?
It really is nothing major. I stand by that.
You two seem to have a good relationship with Guji. Here's what happened. My name is Domon turned him away. Took one look at him and said he didn't have what it takes to train in the art of the sword. But my brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat. He trained every day as hard as he could, and finally... But since his victory, he's been acting extremely strange. It's like he's become a completely different person. The doctors...
You know, there really aren't as many evil spirits lurking around as you seem to think. Your brother achieved... If it were me, I'd just leave him be for a couple of days. He'll recover on his own soon enough.
No, Lady Guji. If you saw him for yourself, you'd know. I guarantee you, he's not acting like someone who feels empty and lost.
Oh, all right, all right. Then tell me, when did your brother spar with Domon's disciple?
About 5 days ago.
5 days?
Yes, Lady Guji. That's a long time for him to be acting up like this. I'm really worried about him. Our greatest wish is to one day found our own school, just like Domon.
Wait a minute, now I'm a little confused. Are you here to save your brother, or are you here to make your dreams of founding a martial arts school come true?
Well, they're kinda two sides of the same coin.
Whatever. Let me ask you this. Have you heard of any interest...
What? Rumors? I haven't heard anything.
Oh dear. Well, that's too bad.
Lady Guji, please stop changing the subject. This is someone's life we're talking about here. Please, you've...
Miko, he seems really desperate. His thing with his brother sounds really bad. Come on.
Okay, fine. Then it's decided.
Yay, Miko! So you're gonna help him?
Kato, whatever your name was, these two guests are trusted acquaintances of mine.
Yeah! Wait a sec!
Is that hesitation that I detect in your voice? So let me get...
Not at all, never. Whatever Lady Guji says, I trust wholeheartedly. Thank you two for your willingness to help. Please follow me.
No, hold on a hot second, Miko.
Don't worry. If he wants an exorcism, just grab a handful of salt and mutter some mumbo-jumbo while you... It's a common trope in light novels. Well, you were the ones besides. We both know you wouldn't be here at the Grand Narukami
This feels all wrong.
All right, let's go.
Okay, let's follow Yohei and go... What is going on here? Granted, you can never be quite sure what's going on in Miko's mind, but she seems even more disinterested than usual in Yohei's situation. Well, a life's at stake here, so it looks like we'll have to deal with that first before we'll get the chance to...
How strange. My brother's been meditating here.
Meditating?
Yeah, it's something that he suddenly started doing after But that's not important right now. Where the heck could he have gone in his current...
This does pose a bit of a problem. If we can't find your brother, well, we can't perform an exorcism with nothing to exorcise, can we? Kato, whatever your name was, given the circumstances, why don't you...
Okay. Okay, got it. I'm on it.
Miko, what about us?
No need. While What's-His-Face is handling that, we'll take a walk around and ask people what they know about the two brothers. Maybe we'll find out some amusing details.
Oh, are you debt collectors? Yohei said to tell you not to worry. He'll be able to pay you back as soon as he has enrolled a few disciples.
Huh? But, it sounds like Yohei and Shingo have gotten themselves into a bit of a pickle.
Well, yes. I don't think there's any disputing that. Those two don't have an ounce of dedication between them. They just hop between ideas and won't stick to anything.
Huh? But Yohei said his brother has always wanted to become a sword master, and even asked Domon to be his sensei.
That's true, yes. Shingo begged Domon to take him on, and eventually, he finally relented. But even after convincing a renowned sensei to give him a chance, he was the same as ever, bumming around in class instead of focusing on his training. In the end, Domon had had enough and kicked him out. But Shingo was resentful about it. He blamed Domon for not seeing his potential, and even declared that he would challenge a disciple of Domon to a duel.
Wait, what? That's not what we heard.
Oh, how interesting. We heard a slightly different version. My brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat. He trained every day as hard as he could and finally proved himself by defeating one of Domon's best disciples in a duel recently.
Yohei said that? That Shingo trained hard. That's ridiculous. He just lay there cussing to high heaven all day every day. Some training regimen that is. Yohei did tell me about Shingo winning the fight, but I took it with a grain of salt. You can ask Kenji at the village entrance more about that. He always has reliable information.
Hey there, we've come to ask you about the Kato brothers.
Oh. Oh, you mean Shingo and Yohei?
Yeah, we heard that Shingo defeated an apprentice of Domon's recently. Is that true?
Yes, it's true. Wait, so are you here because you heard they're starting their own school and you're looking to sign up?
We're not here to sign up, but we would like to hear more details about the fight.
Well, you've come to the right person. I actually went to watch it. I thought it was a joke when I first heard that Shingo was going to challenge a disciple of the Meikyo Shisui art. But when he drew his sword, the way he handled his blade, it was like flowing water, mesmerizing to watch. Domon's disciple is no pushover.
Is Shingo really that strong?
Yep, he seemed pretty euphoric after winning the duel too.
Any other details to share? We've heard that Shingo had...
I'd definitely say that he has more energy than he used to. But just yesterday, for example, I saw him cutting down trees for the village head.
Quite impressive.
Things got weird after that, though. The village head brought out some tofu for him, and he just flipped out. He shouted, "What is that stuff?"
Lady Guji, esteemed exorcists. Finally, I found you. I found my brother. He's at the waterfall, and I've got the salt you asked for, too.
Oh, as much as I'd prefer to stay and hear some...
Look. Look over there. That's him at the waterfall.
So this is Yohei's brother. Whoa. He's meditating while sitting. Hey, listen! He's talking to himself.
Woohoo! Can you feel the feeling? Found your own school. Ha! So shallow. Please, spare me. Spare me. I can't take any more. I'm gonna die. Yohei, save me.
Did you hear that? All the nonsense aside, he's going for help!
Huh? Who goes there?
He stood up!
No, don't come any closer. Help!
What do we do? Miko, think of something!
Oh, poor thing. Yohei, your brother's life is hanging in the balance, and he's...
Well, how should I know?
The way it looks to me is that Shingo feels terribly resentful to you about something. Would you mind telling me what that's all about?
I don't know what to tell you.
You don't know. But surely you should have more insight than anyone else into how you're... Yohei, I suggest you think very carefully before you open your mouth again. This is a life or death situation. Your brother is your closest relative. You must have noticed straight away when he started acting out of character. And yet, 5 whole days pass before it occurs to you to come and seek help from me.
But,
As you wish. It's fine by me, but after Shingo dies, you'll be next. It's futile trying to escape. Anywhere in the world you run to, it will be right behind your back. After all, you did summon it together.
All right, I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. My brother and I used a wish... Yes, that's it! The one that's all the rage right now. You just have to recite an incantation at midnight and your wish will be granted. Just like the book described, we drew the magic symbol, stepped inside it barefoot at midnight, said the incantation, and lo and behold, spheres of light appeared all around us. After my brother wished to become a swordmaster, it really worked. Out of nowhere, he suddenly had these amazing sword skills. But his whole personality changed too. Because I was worried that if he goes back to normal, he'll lose his skills with the sword. If that happens, it'd ruin our plans to start a martial arts school, and we'd be back to being poor. I just wanted to keep this under wraps until we'd managed to get the dojo set up and paid off our debts.
So then, why'd you go to the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Well, 'cause with the way he's acting now, I was worried that rumors might start spreading that he's gotten involved in the occult arts or something, and then no one would want to sign up as his disciple. So I was thinking that maybe Lady Guji might have a way to get my brother back to normal, but let him keep his sword skills?
My, look at you with your ingenious schemes. Stop deluding yourself. These newfound sword skills are not his. They belong to the spirit that has possessed him.
You're right. We were wrong to do what we did. We had this coming.
All right, then. Your turn now, my little friend. Toss the salt, and then draw your sword.
It's the spirit!
See that? That's what you summoned. And look, now that Shingo's no use, it's coming straight for you.
Save me! Save me!
Miko! He fainted! What do we do now?
We do nothing. But you, little one, just a quick fight and this will all be over.
Who's this? Ah, a fellow swordmaster. Come on, fight me!
He's coming! Be careful!
Let me try my blade. Cool it!
Freeze! Don't get frostbite. With the wind! Wind blade!
That was great! Excellent! Woo! I haven't felt this great in a long, long time.
He disappeared! But he looked pretty content at the end there. Huh. Well, Paimon sure is confused. Do you know what that was all about?
We can talk about it later. They're about to wake up.
What am I doing here? Yohei? Yohei, is that you?
Shingo, are you alright?
Yohei, I had the weirdest dream. I dreamed that I wasn't a useless loser with a sword anymore. I thought we could finally open a dojo of our own now. But then I realized I couldn't control my own body. And there was this voice in my ear talking to me constantly. I was terrified and I wanted to take control of my body back, but I couldn't. And the voice kept talking about manliness.
Shingo, we shouldn't have made that wish. We summoned a spirit and it possessed you.
Yes, and had we not come to your rescue, your life would have been over before too much longer. Then the spirit would have haunted your brother until he died of fatigue too.
Thank you, Lady Guji. And thank you for your assistance, exorcism experts.
All right, take him to get some rest. He's very weak right now, having been possessed for quite a few days. He will experience a high fever, but it won't be fatal. Remember, this is the price you pay. At this point, I would normally lecture you on the dire consequences of using occult methods to obtain power that does not belong to you. But I think you get the picture now, don't you?
Yes, we understand now. We won't do it ever again.
Thank you, Lady Guji. Thank you, exorcists. We'll be on our way then. Come on, Shingo.
Miko, would they really have lost their lives if we hadn't gotten involved? And if so, why the heck were you so reluctant to help out?
They would have been fine. I had to scare them a little, though. Otherwise, I hardly think these two lazy rascals would have learned their lesson.
So, what was it that possessed Shingo?
You saw it all for yourselves. I'm sure you can figure out what kind of spirit had possessed him, can't you?
Ah! Paimon's got it. It was an Oni.
Correct. Although it possessed Shingo, it didn't have any ill intentions. As a matter of fact, it actually seemed like it was trying to train Shingo to become bolder.
Huh. Fair enough. But it seemed like it had the opposite effect.
Tossing salt caused it to temporarily leave Shingo's body. Then, you exhausted its strength by fighting it, so it disappeared. Even if we'd done nothing at all, Shingo would have eventually become too weak for his body to host the spirit, and it would have left of its own accord. Of course, it would have been more stressful for Shingo and Yohei that way. Still, the experience may ultimately have been more effective than me scaring them into submission with a little exaggeration.
Whew. Well, the main thing is that nobody got hurt.
All right, seems like we've wrapped up everything here.
Hold on, Miko. You say everything's wrapped up, but are you sure about that?
You mean you disagree? Oh, you mean that they got the incantation from that book. Yes, I know the one.
Actually, that book's the whole reason we came looking for you at the shrine today. Incantations seem really popular right now.
Human beings don't have powers like us yokai. It's quite understandable for them to be interested in incantations to summon the supernatural.
That's not the point. The problem is that the incantations in the book...
Even then, humans only have so much strength. Even if they do successfully summon a spirit with the incantation, it won't stay with them for very long. I really wouldn't fret about it.
But who wrote this book? And why? Don't we think there might be a bigger safety risk here? What do you think, Traveler? Yeah, Yohei and Shingo may have been fine in the end, but things got pretty scary when Shingo was possessed.
Lady Yai, I finally found you.
Kuroda, what are you doing here?
I'm here to report on Yai Publishing House's sales for the last month. All the numbers are here. Please take a look.
Let me see. What? We're losing market share?
Yes. Overall bestseller, reader's favorite, and trending ranking. We're being beaten in all categories. One book is topping the charts. It's called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits.
Both of you, back here now!
Miko? What is it? You have a really scary look on your face right now.
Things just got serious. A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits is an all-round hit, summarily beating the novels of the Yai Publishing House by every analysis. Just what is that supposed to mean? I worked extremely hard to promote our latest featured work, and now a rival book comes out of nowhere and steals our thunder. If this isn't the very definition of intolerable, I don't know what is. I have to come up with a counterplan, and you are going to help me.
Huh? How is this our problem all of a sudden?
Paimon, please. Who wrote this book and why? Don't we think there might be a bigger safety risk here? Am I to take it that the safety of the people of Inazuma isn't so...
Wait! What just happened? Again, you technically have a point, but...
Nothing's wrong, okay? Come on. I'm going to head back and make some preparations. Meet me outside the Yai Publishing House.
Miko, we're here. So what's your plan of action to deal with this rival book?
Why don't you take a guess? I'll give you a hint. It's to...
Oh, Paimon knows!
Oh, wow. Your first guess and... wrong.
Yeah! Wait!
A first-hand guide to summoning spirit in bending over backwards trying to warn everyone about the dangers.
Okay, yeah, that would be pretty...
Leaving aside the...
But that means there's not...
Well, I've been thinking. I've read a first-hand... The book contains many ancient... I think we're going to have a That's right. How do you get rid of the next big... So what we're going to do is smash our rival's sales. Incidentally...
Wait, Miko. So...
Well, I did say this is what we're... Anyway, there is a right... I'll be at Uyu Restaurant. Find me there when...
Everything's
Surely it'd be more interesting for the protagonist.
The Yai publishing house has held. The winner gets a huge amount of publicity. It's been the ticket to fame for a lot of authors. If
I've been reading light novels these days, though. Everyone seems to be imitating each other. The only recent book worth mentioning is A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. Not only is it a good story,
The key to a successful when to use illustration, good illustrations can make up. There's a saying that light novels are the illustrations in a first-hand guide to
I'll be honest, I read light novels for the cheap thrills. In most traditional stories, by contrast, there's this popular light novel at the moment called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. The protagonist is a kitsune.
There's much more to light novels than Paimon realized. Let's go tell our findings to Yaimi.
Is there anything in the world that will satisfy my taste buds?
Ah, there you are. Let me introduce the team. You've already met Junkichi and Shigeru. Shigeru is an experienced editor, and Junkichi is the author he's partnered with. Junkichi's working through a creative lull at the moment, but all his past works have been very popular. Satomi is Yai Publishing House's ace in the hole. Her specialty is that she can write all kinds of completely different stories and all under different pen names. They will be teaming up with us to collectively create the novel that knocks A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits off its perch. So, feeling better about my plan now?
Uh-huh. It definitely makes sense.
Now then, tell me what you found out. All very true. An original core concept, a fast pace, quality illustrations. More importantly than that, even though it's a work of fiction...
Paimon followed pretty much all of that, but there's still one. For example, we know we need...
Before you can answer that question, you have to understand your target audience. Take A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, for example. When I read it, all I find is common knowledge to the kitsune. As a traveler, there must be a great many...
Oh, right! So maybe we can take inspiration from our time in Mondstadt and Lille. But that would make it a completely different genre then.
Not at all. You don't have to worry so much about how to compete with that book. As long as the core content is interesting, my expert team here will be able to flesh out...
Alright, let's start with Chapter 1 then. No one would ever go for that, no matter how you tried to play it.
Out of a maximum of 10 points, I'd give that a 9. Is there really flying emergency food in other worlds? How does it taste? And how do you... It's a strong opening. An easy way to grab the reader's attention. Never under...
Hey!
Good job, little one. You're not only drawing on your own experiences, but it seems you're filtering them through the lens of the kinds of light novels you've read in the past. I think you really understand what we're trying to do here. Thoughts from the experts? Are we able to work with this general framework to make an interesting story?
Yeah, we think it works. I tend to overcomplicate the core
That's good. Okay, we're done with Chapter 1. Let's move on to Chapter 2.
Huh? Won't that do for now?
Readers will devour your content a lot more quickly than you'd think. If we don't keep delivering the goods now we've caught their... Hurry, Chapter 2, let's go. Can't you see that Satomi is waiting?
What's wrong with you? You don't look so good.
What a pity. I thought your beginner's luck would carry you a little further before it came to this.
Before it came to what? What's happened?
The bane of our existence. Writer's block. It's your arch-nemesis for life, appearing without warning and inflicting a pain worse than death upon the writer. They sell...
Sounds awful!
When this happens, the best thing you can do is have a bite to eat and take a proper break. Boss, get me a plate of fried tofu, and get some kushikatsu for these two. Don't worry, this is my treat.
Your treat? Oh, wait a minute. Miko, we'll be getting paid for all the hard...
Of course, everyone that takes part in...
Alright, cool. Then let's press on. Ooh! Does this mean your inspiration? Let's see now. The protagonist arrives in Liyue and befriends a young man who doesn't have... With the help of the Qixing and the protection of the adept... Is this the kind of cheap thrill that...
I give it a 9.8. The story is fun and action-packed with no dark undertones. I, for one, think there's a sizable market for this.
Alright, well, let's just hope Xiang...
Great. Well, now
Leave it to me, Lady Yai.
Let's write about Inazuma in the 3rd chapter, shall we? I can help with this one. We can use the Vision Hunt decree or... Clearly very closely based on you. That's fine. Since it's something... One thing, though. We'll need to... Let's change it to... The mysterious...
Whoa. So we're really going head-to-head with...
I suppose so. Once they're done writing the manuscript, I'll write the passage where the protagonist recites the incantation myself.
Are we done then? Do you really think this will be able to beat a first-hand guide to summoning spirits?
The content is fine. Now we just need to... I will contact an artist to make some illustrations. I'm positive they will be at least as good as those in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. She runs a regular Q&A column in That's Life magazine. The people of Inazuma absolutely adore her. You're free to take a break while the creative team is doing their work.
Miss Hina doesn't usually do endorsements. With Miss Hina getting so popular lately, a lot of people have come to us hoping to... But Miss Hina's not interested in any... Maybe that's why her fans like her so much. May your light novel sell well.
We'll do our best.
Are you sure you'd like to submit this entry? Let me see. The Miraculous Adventures of the Traveler by Thousand Hair.
What a strange pen name. Definitely your doing. Having been around you...
What do you mean, strange? It took a lot.
We'll get this printed as a matter of priority and conduct trial sales in pilot locations.
Uh-oh. Paimon's getting a little nervous now. Do you really think this...
That's right. Be confident in your work. That's exactly...
Okay, then I'll sign you up. Please come back in 3 days for the results. Thank you all for your submission. You've all finally made it. Good news, everyone. I just received word that your light novel is flying off the shelves.
Woohoo! That's great!
This level of success is an amazing accomplishment for a new work. Most new books don't sell 30%. I have free copies for each of you here. Please take them. The payment will...
Oh yeah! The whole reason why we made this light novel was to combat the influence of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. We sold a lot of copies, but it doesn't feel like we accomplished our goal. How do we know whether it worked?
Oh, don't... Shh. Listen to what the people around us are talking about.
Hey guys, have you heard about this latest Kaidan thing doing the rounds? You just need to recite the incantation. Oh, that? That's a throwback. That's old news, man. No one's talking about that anymore. The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune is the new hit thing. I've already memorized...
The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune? What's that?
You haven't read it yet? Okay, so supposedly, if you recite the spell in there on a moonless night, you'll receive I heard that the incantations in a first-hand guide to summoning spirits have weird side effects. This one guy wished for a load of Mora and got it, but then one night it all turned to leaves and he developed a high fever. They actually had to use one of the secret spells of Lady Kitsune to get rid of the discomfort. That proves that the incantations in this book are more potent than the ones...
Really? Well, I better go and prepare too.
Well...
Wow, you're right! Everyone's... But what's this moonless... Hyman doesn't remember that detail from...
This is something that will become very...
There's a phase 2?
Of course. Behind every book that hits the market...
Oh yeah, if we leave him to his own device... Also, we still need to figure out what his motive...
Exactly. That's what we need to take care of next. Fortunately, But when we went to ask him about it, he had no recollection whatsoever of having written them. Yes, this is another case of possession. Only this time, after his novel submission failed, he was walking aimlessly in Araumi. In frustration, he shouted out, "Please, someone, anyone, help me write a truly amazing..."
But the spirit that wrote the book has already left him now, right? So...
Simple. It wrote a summoning incantation in the book, didn't it? So we can just use its own method to make... And you, my little friend, are the perfect candidate for this role. Oh, what are you talking about? The fun's just about to begin.
What is this place?
The ideal spot for a little meet and greet with a certain elusive...
Really? But it feels...
That seems rather fitting, considering that we are What are you so afraid of, honestly? We're finally about to meet...
Paimon's heart is pounding, but Paimon's...
Come.
Hey! Wait up!
I'll keep an eye on you.
What a weird painting. Miko, do you know what it's supposed to show? It's a good piece of art.
Let's go inside and take a look.
It's my lucky day. There's more! Cool it! How's this? Wind blade! Fall before me!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Dodge this! This moment will be frozen in time.
Cheap tricks. Wind blade!
Cool it!
Try not to enjoy this too much.
The fairy! Take this! It's over!
Dodge this!
This battle.
Wow, this place is huge! Hey, is that a mirror? There's a really weird-looking stool as well. Wonder what it's for.
Ah, I see. Huh. This setup is quite handy. Saves me a lot of work. All right, go and take a look around. There should be a mechanism somewhere that makes the whole room move.
With the wind!
Let's get down to business.
Booba, get them! You're toast!
Finally, very high.
Oh, so sorry.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Freeze! Don't push your luck. Cool it. That was unexpected.
Show them. Come on out. Huh? Show them. What a nuisance. What a dreadful ending.
Take this!
Wind blade!
Fall before me! You win! This will end you! Taste my blood!
Nice and spicy.
I'm ready!
Let's spark things up a little.
Boba, get them!
Take this!
No! Did I ruin everything?
This.
blade! Freeze! Wind blade!
Oh, such a pain.
With the wind!
Whoa. It's that painting we just saw. It's turning this way along with the whole wall. It's getting eerier and scarier.
Okay. Next, I will show you a secret kitsune spell. This painting is a swift summoning medium, which means I'll be able to skip. The murky mirror reflects the view of Inazuma in a bygone age. Spirits stirred by the sight of the past will be easily drawn to it. You're up next, little one. Come on, sit yourself down here. Yes. The whole point of a summoning ritual is for a dead person's spirit to possess a living You saw what happened to that Oni samurai spirit.
Are we positive that summoning a spirit to possess the...
Oh, you really care about the little one quite a lot, don't you? I'm a little jealous. I wish my friends were caring like that. Anyway, sit on the chair, stare at the painting, and relax your body and mind. Try and be natural. There's really no need to be nervous.
It's like he's sitting inside the painting. Huh? Is Paimon seeing things? Did the painting just move?
Recite the incantation in your heart, little one. Also, you'll need to have some intense... Now, what kind of wish do we think it would take to...
Probably some...
Very good. The wish needs to be heartfelt, though. So the book is selling exceptionally well, Traveler, but...
The painting is moving again! What the...
I never thought the day would come when I'd be summoned using my own... What have we here? Another budding writer?
We got you! So you were the one who wrote a first-hand guide to some... What are you trying to do, Why'd you put that summoning incantation...
Huh? What's this? Oh, I see. No wonder this felt so familiar. I've walked right into your trap, haven't I? You ask me what my game is here? Well, of course. It was to use this incantation as a means for all the souls of the departed yokai to make their glorious return to the world and plunge all of Inazuma into a brutal, bloody war.
What? Paimon knew it! You had an evil plan all along!
Oh, did you now? Then how naive of you to let me possess this body. I sense, yes, great power within him. Good. Good! With this power, no one shall be able to stand it.
Wake up! Quick! Wake up!
It is futile. You shall never wake him again. This body now belongs to me.
Hey! Come on, wake up! Miko, think of something! You're
Well, you made the... Look what you've done to this little...
You were having plans.
Rakusai?
Yes, we do.
Allow me to formally introduce the author of A First-Hand Guide to Summoning... no, wait. To be more accurate...
Memory?
Ah, spirits, memories. They're just different words to describe the...
Do you remember that recent incident? You witnessed human memories leaking from the ley... In life, yokai... Typically, yokai memories...
Indeed. It piqued my curiosity.
So that's how it...
Oh, little one. But with this
She's trying to say that...
Disturbance? I guess you mean that we might leave them with some broken dreams after we leave, hmm? Oh, yeah. But you know, I actually think that the most admirable thing about human beings is the way that they... As for those who would rather draw So when you think about it, we're actually doing the humans a big...
All right, then.
What are you scared of?
Not only...
Of course. You were always the one to... All right, all right.
I finally get to hear you say it centuries later. Ooh, I must say it feels good.
I remember when you were just a little girl, always hanging off my shoulders. A few hundred years later, and you're all grown up.
Oh, Urakusai, how much time do you have left?
Everyone's quite content.
Don't you worry about that, Urakusai. Arrangements are being made. When my bell rings...
Miko, it's been nice catching up, but I'd better conserve my energy if I want to stick it out until then. So...
All right.
One last...
I've been great, especially these, and even a...
Oh, well,
Urakusai, you'd be a great storyteller.
He disappeared. Are you awake? How are you feeling?
Are you all there? Here, like last time, repeat after me. Oh, you beat me to it. So, your first possession, What was it like? Good. Saves me from having to explain everything again. Hearing Rakusai admit defeat has put me in the most wonderful mood. In return, it's only fair that we make sure to deliver on what they're all hoping for. Yes, since you've come this—
You cannot— You guys teamed up to—
Aw, come on.
Paimon's paycheck? Well...
The Electro Archon, whenever you are troubled.
Well, hello there, my little helpers. So nice of you to join me.
And so, Miko, what exactly? Also, to be clear,
It might sound ominous back in the day at yokai gatherings once, but now the yokai memories that leak from the ley lines are weak. So I will be performing a convocation ritual for when the time comes. They will gather in the sky above. All the preparations for the ritual have actually been made well in advance.
oh yeah, something.
That's the one. Actually, it's not a wish granting in when that time comes, let's all pick. I will start the ritual preparations shortly. First, tell the shrine maidens to leave the mountain. During the Hyakyako, a whole swarm of yokai memories will be hanging around in the air above the Grand Narukami shrine. Having the shrine maidens leave avoids the bothersome issue of someone potentially getting possessed. After that, I will commence the ritual, and the memories will begin to congregate. This will take some time. I need you at the memories are normally dispersed and don't pose a threat. But when they may see this as an opportunity to try and make it up the mountain.
Alright, got it. Then what?
Well, if at that point you felt like coming to the shrine...
Okay, let's get...
Talk to the Electro Archon, whenever you are. What? Another bad one? No, let me try again. Narukami, please. See that he's... Narukami, please. See that he stays safe.
Descend the mountain?
Yep, Miko said the rich...
I see. I'll evacuate everyone right away.
We'll be taking care of a couple other things for her. And once we're done with that, we're gonna...
It seems like Lady Guji placed... Lady Guji's never allowed anyone else to be in her presence. Thank you for helping with the ritual.
Don't worry, Miko's about to start the ritual. Come on, let's go deal with the monsters down the mountain. The monsters look really riled up. Yep. Let's get rid of them as fast as we can. Then we can get back in time to see the All right, here they come.
Don't get frostbite.
Help! Beginner is attacking me! Water!
Dodge this. What's the hurry? Cool it! Oh, so sorry.
Surrender and I'll be gentle. You're in for a little shock.
With the wind!
Dodge this. Don't push your luck. Freeze.
Perfect distance! Wind blade!
Dodge this. Dirty frostbite. Freeze. Dodge this.
There's so many of them! Come on, we can do it!
Don't hold back.
Wind blade!
Watch your step.
No more!
Show me what you've got. Freeze. This moment will be frozen. Don't hold back.
Disappear!
I need to train
Wind
harder.
blade!
Alright, that's the last of the monsters. How far along do you think the ritual is? Let's head back to the Grand Narukami Shrine and take a look.
Yes, the memories of the yokai. They haven't been able to relax and soar through the air like this for a long time. Come with me. You all right, little one? You look a little nervous.
It's just, Hyman's never seen anything like this before. Whoa, they've really blocked out the moon.
It does look a little intimidating, doesn't it? But I know them. They may be loud and brash at times, but they are good and brave souls. Even after losing their lives in a brutal war, they have never given in to grief or despair. Alas, their time is short. It's a feast, and all feasts come to an end. Since you're sorry to see them leave, why don't you do the recital along with me? O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment, in reverence I perform this rite.
In reverence I perform this rite.
To be a guiding light.
The book says, recite the secret spells of Lady Kitsune tonight, and our wishes will come true.
O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment.
I perform this rite to be a guiding light. Your unrivaled power will be honored eternally.
Murakusai, you asked if I was doing well. Really, every day is a happy day for me. But watching you all leave now, I can't help but feel a little lonely. Just a little, of course. Just as I thought. The ritual went very smoothly. Thank you both. Oh, I'm great.
But the look on your face just now...
I'm fine, seriously. Really, No. Honestly, you two.
Miko...
Fine. Well, if you're dead set on doing something for me...
Sure, no problem. Amelia...
Okay. Well, see you.
Today is the day we agreed to treat Miko to a meal.
wait is unbearable. How is the next chapter?
It was quite a surprise when the moon...
Yeah, that huge black cloud over Mount Yogo that night.
But then nothing happened after I made a wish using the method.
Yeah.
That night was definitely...
Huh? Paimon can't see Miko because she's not out here.
Ah, my little friends. There you are.
Miko, what is it?
I did, yes. Your paint? The thought of being able to eat the most expensive dishes and drink the... Ah, boss, see these two faces here? Remember...
Alrighty.
What's gotten into you? Come on, you have to try this fish. It's found exclusively in the waters around Seira. Or maybe you'd rather try this? If you don't drink alcohol, that's fine too.
Last time we were here working on the novel, all you...
Strange. I remember. Oh, so what? You did offer to...
Miko, this meal is going to be super expensive!
Oh, don't you worry about that. You can most definitely afford it.
What? Darn it! She tricked us into this! Miko was after our Mora from the very beginning!
Oh, by the way, since nobody's wishes came, so you'll have to come up with something new for the next chapter of... The deadline is looming. I'm counting on you.
Закончились мои мучения на сегодня. Спасибо Бигзату, который заходил. Создал некую активность в чате. Задание.
Welcome to Uyu Restaurant. Please talk to me if you want to order.